Hey everybody, good morning. Brannon Beliso here. You know, Scott Doloff from Rainmaker just posted this picture where he says 96% of the people that come to your website are not ready to buy. I heard an alarming number like it was 99%. 99%. But I'll take the 96%. So, if that's the case, and this is data, 96% of the people come to your website, they're not ready to buy, then why do we, across the board as an industry, and I mean not just our industry, many industries, they promote the sales-based website. Why do they do that, right? The whole purpose of your website is to get leads, capture leads, and, you know, get them to purchase an online trial or whatever it is you're selling. So with that data, 96%, why do we still behave that way? And to me, that's baffling, right? That's like someone trying to say, well, drugs are no good for you, but everybody's doing drugs. I'm deeply concerned about that. I think the reason that may fall into play, and you might correct me if I'm wrong, because to me, the data changes constantly, and I'm wrong all the time. But I found, especially with the whole website thing, as I've been studying it for 2 years, really trying to get it, you know, the minute you think you get it, boom, it's off and running. There are some best practices out there, and I'm getting an education on best practices, such as all uppercase letters. You know, people's eyes are drawn to that, so that's the better thing to use for a header, fundamental things. But instead of looking at why people are using sales-based websites, because I know people that are very successful with them, making a lot of money with them and getting a lot of leads. So what are you going to say to that? You can't say anything to that, correct? We know those are working for some people. It didn't work for me though, and I'll tell you that straight up. I had the sales-based website. It did not work. Go figure, right? So with that said, if 96% of the people are not coming to your site to buy, then what should you be posting at your website? Well, we know content is king. So if you're not ready to buy, then how should I approach my website? What am I going to put at my website to, at the minimum, make you want to leave your email so that I can put you into a drip system or a flow, and you're getting relevant content to get you to maybe get more curious, so that 96% becomes 75, becomes 50, becomes 25, and then eventually you are ready to buy my product. Okay? You're ready to buy my product. So we've heard it a lot, and I think it still rings true. Content is king. Content is king. So I believe at your website you should be offering content that not only promotes the benefits of your program, but it promotes the culture of your program. It promotes the why I want to come to you versus Joe Karate down the street. I think that's very, very important. And also in that, what are we trying to do? Build enough trust between us and the potential client that they're ready to buy. Cool? So it's amazing because I see so much conflicting information, especially when it comes to the internet and how to market properly. And what one the other person says the opposite. You'll read one article from a reputable, website that does nothing but this type of research, and then you go to another one and they say the complete opposite. So then I ask myself that question, why? Is it that these internet gurus just want to confuse us, right? Or they want to parlay up the different regions of people so I can appeal to what you think, I can appeal to what you think, and one of you are going to buy me, right? Because I know people that love sales. I've got people that just dig it. They love closing the deal. They love signing up people. I mean, it's almost like a drug. They love it. They love it. So that works for them. And then there's people that are totally against the sales thing. I don't want to sell anybody, Okay. So we got two different schools of thought. And you know which side of the fence I stand on that. So maybe somebody out there is creating this data that says 96% of the people that go to your website aren't ready to buy, to appeal to people like me so that I buy their products. You never know. You never know, you never know. I can tell you though, it's ever changing. The internet train when it comes to websites, when it comes to, ClickFunnels is the big thing now, taking over lead pages, and it's all designed based upon data to make you want to buy. I mean, it's pretty daunting. So I think I want to go back to the most basic of things. Then, because see, I'm working on two sides of that. I have these martial arts schools, but I'm also growing my consulting business. I'm reaching a bigger net. I have a couple of books coming out. My webinars. We're live streaming It's Time Live this Sunday. So I'm on both sides of that. I'm on that more of that sales side, with the whole trying to fit in with the Tony Robbins, that niche, the Gary V, and into that side of it, as well as I look at my martial arts school. We're getting our business from where? A 3 to 5 mile radius. A 3 to 5 mile radius. That's a known fact, right? Because we're a brick and mortar store. You're getting most of your business in a 3 to 5 mile radius. So now, if that's the case, and I'm getting my business in a 3 to 5 mile radius, how should I be treating that? How should I be? Let me try to get a better light here. How should I be marketing that? Well, I think first is recognizing that. And then understanding my demographic, which are kids, and who brings the kids? The mom. That's still the number one way for these moms is always going to be referrals, is always going to be mom to mom, right? And you want to get into their Facebook group pages, mom to mom. I love nextdoor.com. Nextdoor.com has done a lot of great things for my business. Look for it in your community. Because you see these moms talking to each other about where to get their oil changed. They need a maid to clean their house. What's a good soccer school? Those types of websites are very valuable. So I want to get to the moms. Wherever the moms are at, wherever they eat, wherever they hang out, wherever they communicate, wherever they're at on the internet, I want to get to those moms. I think that's vital. So we know, and that getting into the schools is still king. I think that it's how we go about it. If I walk into a school in August dressed in my martial arts uniform with a box of donuts, I believe for me, that's played out. That's played out. Now, if I want to send a masseuse with a massage chair giving 20-minute massages courtesy of One Martial Arts, hey, that could be, different, right? I think that's definitely a step up from a box of donuts. We could look at that. And community, I think community is the big thing. We've become the business that cares. Everybody in our community has a deep sense of connection with us because we are the loving, caring business that helps all the families with their kids and the PTAs, and we're just donating. And I think that's really been huge for us. We're at 343 in Millbrae right now. Open 22 months, 343 students. And I think that's very good for a martial arts school number-wise. We'll do $700K in the second location in its second year. So think about that. 96% of the people who come to your website are not ready to buy. So maybe that's true when they walk into our school. Maybe that's true when they come to a birthday party. Maybe that's true when they walk up to a booth and when you're at a movie premiere of Kung Fu Panda or whatever. So if 96% of the people are not ready to buy, then how do we truly approach these clients, these prospective clients? How do we approach them at a booth? How do we approach them when they walk into our school? How do we approach them when they're at a birthday party? That to me is the question you want to answer. And a very important one, wouldn't you say? Yeah. I'm going to think about that, and I'm going to give you more food for that. Hey, I see a lot of people on here that are actually going to be at It's Time Live this Sunday, November 6th. Try to come in Friday night, watch classes from 9 a.m. to 1:30. You can even take a kickboxing class at 12:30. I'm going to teach it, all right? So try to do that. And then also think about watching classes all day Saturday. Then also we have 2 birthday parties on that Saturday. We have 2 birthday parties on Saturday. So you can watch birthday parties and see why we're able to charge $450 for a birthday party and we're booked 6 months in advance. Pretty cool, right? It's really about that. I'm an architect of my business, but I'm an architect that wants to understand my demographic. Psychologically, I want to know my demographic in and out. What do they think? What makes them hurt? What makes them breathe? What makes them act? I think all of that is very, very important. So become a master of that. It's not becoming a master of sales. It's become a master of the demographic that you serve and know what they need and know how to communicate them really, really well. And if 96% of them are not ready to buy when they come to your website, then my purpose is to communicate on such a level with relevant content that they trust me. Because if they trust you, they'll do business with you. Cool? So I'll see you on Sunday, November 6th. Hey, if you can't be there with me in San Francisco, California, you can watch It's Time Live. Look for it under events here. The link's here on my Facebook page. You want to be there. We got people watching it from Germany, Spain, the UK, Australia. People from all over the world are tuning in.